Hello, my dear students. So we are going live. I hope you can see me, you can hear me, and you are doing absolutely fine. Your family is doing fine too. So today's topic is mathematical reasoning. So whoever is not added to the Telegram channel, I have informed there that we are going live at 3:30 and you were also notified about it. So if you have not been added, I'll tell you about the scanning code and then you will be added to our Telegram channel. And if you have already been, then you are there. So yes, you are waiting for the session of mathematical reasoning. Now, first of all, keeping the quality of broadcast, like how is your preparation going on, guys? Like how is your preparation for exam going on? Has it been better? Has it been worse? How is the graph going on for your preparation? Like anyone who would like to discuss it up that from 2, 3, 1, whichever level that you are, and what is the problem you guys are facing, you can let me know right now in the comment section, and I will look forward and we will go through it and we will look if it has any solution. So yes, now moving forward, assuming that your preparation is at level 3, that is for the best because my students will be best, yeah. Now moving forward, मैथमेटिकल रीजनिंग टॉपिक पे तो ही चल गया होगा. नाउ माय नेम इज कृष्वी श्रीवास्तव एंड I am there to you all for your maths faculty, and there is a humble request for you all. So whoever messaged me on the personal chats, for the telegram regarding your doubts, you can message me on the group so that the similar doubts which other students are facing, they can get the answer also. Okay, so whoever messages me in the personal, you know you can message me in the group and I can answer you there, so it will be helpful to other students as well, and it would be like less hectic to me also. Okay, so do ask the questions, do ask all your queries, but in the group. Okay, yeah. So somebody was, yeah, Jai Hind. Gopesh Yadav was saying Jai Hind Gopesh, and waiting for this class. Okay, the wait is over and the class has been started. Now we have Akash Prasad, which is saying hi. Hi Akash, good afternoon. Big brother is saying hello. Hi, good evening, good afternoon. And Hyper Zaklo, hello ma'am. Hello Hyper Zaklo. What kind of name you guys are having on your account? YouTube, huh? Okay. So assuming everything's going fine. Now see, in your mains, one question comes from mathematical reasoning. And you know what? Mathematical reasoning is very easy. I'll tell you what, after this webinar only you will be able to do the mathematical reasoning question. Okay. There is nothing like there is no rocket science in mathematical reasoning, and just 1 to 2 days practice of the last year JEE questions and you are good to go. Okay, so mathematical reasoning falls under the easy chapters. Okay, and I have already told you, never miss an easy chapter. You +4, just go for it, because these are the questions which makes your score higher. Okay, so +4 from mathematical reasoning, it's an easy topic, so don't skip this. Okay, now we are working in this webinar for +4 marks. Okay, +4 for the mathematical reasoning, because generally one questions come in your paper. Okay, so one question from mathematical reasoning. Okay, and you cannot miss this +4 marks because it's very simple. All you need is sometimes this is rather which statement is equivalent to which statement, so you can check it up from all the four options. You can use elimination method there, and there you can use elimination method even if you did not know the actual method. Okay, so there are two alternative methods for the mathematical reasoning question, so I would suggest never miss the mathematical reasoning question. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so moving forward, we have this question. So we will start with our first slide with first question. Okay. So assuming you know this question, and whoever does not know this question will get to know this question after this webinar, you will understand this question very well. Okay. Hello, small brother. Excuse me, Krishvi. Okay, you can call me ma'am. So I hope you guys maintain the decorum of this class. Okay, and there should be no disturbance because I don't want to waste the other students' time as well. So yes, so here we have this question which is saying negation of the statement under root 5 is an integer or 5 is irrational. So basically what it's asking is, this is under root 5. So this is saying if under root 5 is irrational or 5 is an integer, under root 5 is not an integer, and 5 is not irrational. So what it is saying is you need to prove these are the two options that is given. This is one option and this is one option. Okay, now which is the correct option? The uh, Viramani Planisami, hi Viramani. We have this. I hope you guys are enjoying the session, and we are starting with a very good question. And I hope you get to solve this question, you understand this question, and then we'll move forward to all the students. If you don't know about the symbols, we will learn all these things. It's just a start to just give you a look that such kind of questions comes in your mains, and this is a level, just a two statement thing. So basically this is the solution which I have given already. So this is the solution, okay, and this is the past year JEE question, okay, of mathematical reasoning. So what it is saying is negation of the statement under root 5 is an integer or 5 is irrational. So basically under root 5 is irrational. So under root 5 is not an integer, okay, and what and means? And means this symbol, okay. Under root 5 is an integer. This is statement P. 5 is irrational. This statement is Q. So it's not an integer, that is saying, and it's not an irrational number. So what that is saying is P union Q. Okay, now what it is equivalent to, you can just apply here the De Morgan's law. So what it will become? It will become this. Okay, so this becomes like this, and what the answer comes out? The answer comes out under 5 is irrational, and here it is, this is odd, so that odd option will be correct. Okay, so under root 5 is irrational and 5 is an integer. This statement comes out. Why? What property we have used here, you will get to in this webinar. This was just, a two-line thing, and I know many people who don't know mathematical reason, they have not understand this question. So don't worry, here is the solution. Here comes this 30 to 40 minutes webinar, and you will be able to do such questions in a very 2-minute method way. Okay, so here firstly we'll talk about the symbol, because see, every slide which I will go through in this webinar, it's like a piece of puzzle. Okay, and then after all this session, you will join all the puzzles, and that will come out the output. Okay, and that will make you understand what was the solution for that question, and then we will do more two questions accordingly. Okay, starting from this, we have this statement and, or, if then, if and only if not. So how it is represented? And is represented like this. So basically you all know in sets you have intersection. Okay, so here you can understand and as intersection or as union, and if and then, if basically says that if this statement is true, then this is implied. Okay, so that means it is an implication or conditional. So how it is represented? It can be represented like this as well as this. If and only if, that means it's biconditional, that means it's by implication. Okay, we will go through all these things in a table, and then you will understand this completely. Right now I'm just telling you what are the symbols meaning. Okay, so this is basically the meaning of the symbols. So just understand, basically this is conjunction, this is disjunction, this is or, this is implication, this is by implication, or you can say by conditional, and not means negative. So it's mean negation, negative. So how it is represented? It is represented like this. Basically I have not used this symbol ever, so we only use this statement. Okay, now you have understood inside the game is hello. Yes, Akash, you were saying like explain the if and only if statement by some examples. So here I have only told you about the meaning of the symbols, and I am going to explain you everything about conjunction, disjunction, everything by giving you examples. If and only if then everything. Okay. Now we move forward. You have understood the meaning of the symbols. So basically, okay, now for anyone who has not been added to our Telegram channel, you can just scan the code and get yourself added to our Telegram channel. This is the code, scan it, it's free. We provide you the PDF material there. We'll provide you about the free classes. We provide you about the announcements, discounts, and prizes. So every such notification, you will get to know about this in our Telegram channel. So scan the code right now. And I hope you have already scanned the code. So let's move forward here. Now whoever was saying to explain everything in that way, so basically everything will be explained in the form of truth tables. Okay, now what is truth table? So basically we have the possible outcomes, that is false or true for any statement. So this is how you draw the truth table for proving anything, for if and then if, for every statement we use the example of truth tables and then we explain the statement's meaning. Okay, so possible truth values in the form of truth table. Okay, so this is basically a truth table. We have this P here. So what can P be? P be false, either false or either true. Okay, so this is the truth table of P statement. Okay, and everything will be explained in the form of tables only. So this was basically the meaning of truth table, and we will use it in every statement. Okay, this is what it is. So now starting the first statement, so the one who was saying to explain if and only if, we are starting. I'll start with negation. So how you will derive, how you will draw the negation truth table. See, you have this P here and you have this negation. So what does it means? It means if this is false, then negation of this will means true. If this is true, then negation of this means false. Okay, why? It's basically not. It's basically not what it is already mentioned here. So you know about not. You know about not in the operators also. So whoever has computer science in their field, they also know this. And sets also, you know this. So we have that operators no and or not, right? So here it's basically just like that. Okay, with you draw truth table in your computer science also. Okay, so whoever has any programming language, they know already what is the truth table meanings, but there is something different here. So you need to you need to pay attention towards that, because there are 1 to 2 differences. Okay, so negation means not. So if anything is true, negation of that will means it is false. Clear? Negation done. Moving ahead. Conjunction. What does conjunction mean? So conjunction is basically and. Okay, current affairs. Hi, current affairs. So we have compound statements, and here we will talk about conjunction. Conjunction is basically and here. Okay, now you have P, you have Q, and we have drawn the truth table. So P and Q. Now how you will draw the truth table? First of all, let me explain you this. So when we have two here, two values P and Q. So first you do two false, two true, and then FT, FT. Okay, draw it like that. If you have three here, then you will draw 4F, or you can say what you will draw false, 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 true, 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 true. Then FFTT, FFTT, and then FT, FT, FT. So this is how you draw the truth tables of when you have different number of values. Here we have only two values here, that is P and Q. Okay, so then we'll start with 2F, 2T, FT, FT. This is how you draw the table. Now when you have and here, what does it means? F and F, F, F and T, F, T and F, F, T and T, T. Okay, so basically, if any statement, and is basically the intersection. So if any statement is false, then P and Q is going to be false. Okay, true is only going to happen when both the statements are true. When both the statements are true, then only P and Q will be true. Just like in this condition, all the other conditions F and F, F, F and T, F, T and F, F, T and T, T. So when we have both the statements true, then only the result is going to be true. Else it's going to be false, right? Conjunction done. I hope you have understood this. So whoever is watching right now and has liked this video and have come to this channel, subscribe it, guys. It's just tap the subscribe button, pay, and get yourself notified about our videos. So subscribe the channel right now. I hope you have subscribed the channel. Subscribe कर देना यार, motivation मिलता है. Okay, now disjunction. So disjunction is basically or. Okay, so or is basically, what does it say? In and it should be both. In and we are talking about an or, so it's like F and F false. And here if one of the statement is true, then also it will be true. If one of the statement is true, then also it will be true. And here both are true, then it's going to be true. But here both are false, it's going to be false. Okay, so if any statement is true, it's going to be true. And if both the statements are true, then also it's going to be true. So or is basically just like the literal meaning, or F, or F. We have F. So whenever you have an or option, basically you can choose from both. Okay, so here if we have true, one of them, then the result is going to be true. So disjunction done. Disjunction basically means or. How it is represented? It is represented by this sign. Okay. Now we start with if then. So what does it mean? Implication. Here we are talking about the conditional. Okay. So we have implication, and how is it represented? It is represented as this or this. Okay. So we have P, we have Q, and then P implies Q here. Okay. So again, this is how you draw the truth table. For P, we have FF, then TT, then FT, FT. This is how you draw the truth table. Now, what does it imply is that if this P is, then it's going to be Q. Okay. So what does it implies? If false, then true. If true, then false. So how do you see it? See, for example, you have F implies F. What does it say? False is implying false. So obviously the result is going to be false. Here what is saying? F implies true. So it's saying that this false is implying to true. Okay, true. Then you have true is implying to false. Now can the true imply to false? No. So what does it implying to? It's implying to false here. Okay. So it's gonna be false. True is implying to true. Okay, this is true. So truth is implying to truth. True. True is implying to false. True is implying to false. So it's implying to false. Just focus on whatever it is implying to. Okay. So it's implying to false. So the answer is going to be false. Now here it is saying F implies to true. So false is basically implying to true. Okay. So it's going to be true. Now it's saying false is implying to just here. False is implying to false. So obviously false is going to imply false. So that means it's going to be true. So I tell you what, this is the most confusing case. People often skip this, people often forget this, and they write here false. Okay, so what does it mean? False implying to false. False implying to false. So this statement is true, right? False is implying to false. True. Now here it is saying in another condition saying false is implying to true. So false is implying to true. What's implying to? It's implying to true, right? So T. Then we have T is implying to false. T is implying to false. Implying to false. So we get false. Then true implying to true. Truth is implying to truth. Truth. Okay, done. So the only this case you forget it. Why? Because some people think that F is implying to F. That means the answer is going to F. No, it's not about what it's implying to. It's about if that implication is meaningful. Okay. So if F is implying to F, then it's true, right? False is implying to false. Then we are going to mention T. This is the case here. Okay. Now moving forward, this we have done about if then. Okay. So again, I will repeat just like in the truth table as it is given. F, we got truth. FT. So this is a case where people forget this. So just try to remember this case. Okay. Then we have false implying to truth. We have truth here. Truth implying to false. False here. Truth implying to truth. Truth here. Okay. Done. Now what else do we have here? We have biconditional statement. That means if and only if. That means it's going to be both side implication. That means we have P implication Q as well as Q implication P. So how you represent it? You represent it like this. So it's a both side implication where P is implying to Q and Q is implying to P. Okay. So Akash is saying okay. Okay, I hope you have understood this. I took examples, I have emphasized on it. So what's basically its meaning? So I hope you have understood it now. Okay, now talking about the biconditional statement, if and only if. So biconditional statements means it's basically a two-sided statement where if P is implying to Q, then Q is implying to P. Okay, so P is implying to Q, Q is implying to P. Now what do we have here? FFTT. P, that means F implying to F. F implying to F, F implying to F. So what it is meaning? It's meaning truth, right? Just like you, if you have understood if then you can understood if and only if here, that how it got true. Then we have F implying to truth. So F implying to truth, but truth implying to false. Can it be? No. So what's going to be? It's going to be F. Then we have T implying to false, and F implying to, obviously it's going to be false here. Okay. Then we have truth implying to truth and truth implying to truth. So we got T here. Okay. Same. This is a simple thing. If you have understood, the only logic you needed to put was in then, if and then. If you have clearly understood if then, if the topic of if and then, if the concept is crystal clear in your mind, then if and only if cannot create problems. Okay. So Ashish Shukla is saying, okay, yes, miss. Yeah, I hope you have understood this now. Okay, so here we had biconditional, that meant P implying to Q as well as Q implying to P. So you understood if and then, now we have if and only if here. Okay, so P implying to Q, then we have false, both sides false. Okay, we got truth here. Then we have false implying to truth here. Then we have, obviously, because it's a both side thing here. So we got truth, we got false. Both of this F by implying to truth and T by implying to false. But here we had truth by implying to truth. That means we're gonna have T here. Okay. So we are good to go with this biconditional statement here. Okay. Ashish is saying understand this. Okay. So I hope you have clearly understood the concept of by implication and implication. Okay. Now before moving to this, I'll just do a recap of what we have done. Okay. So truth table, firstly I told you what is truth table, then we did negation, then we did and, then we did or, okay, then we did implication, then we did biconditional. Okay, so all five done here, all five done here. Now I'll tell you what, this is such an important result. All of you just memorize it, it's only a 1 minute thing. I will make you understand how we got this result, but you need to have this thing in your mind. You need to put this image in your mind whenever you see this, because it's a very important result. Okay, so here we have P is implying to Q, and it is equivalent to negation of P union Q. So what I'm saying is P implying to Q. So we have put this, and how we are proving it, we have negation of P union Q. So we have put this here. Okay, so now what we need here is P Q negation of P. So P not P. Okay, so we have FFTT, not P is going to be TTFF. Okay, now we have Rang Lal Baniwal is saying, ma'am, you great. I hope you are understanding the concept. I hope you are understanding whatever I have told you, because I have started from the scratch. Whoever did not know anything about mathematical reasoning, whoever did not know about the symbols, about the proofs, I have told you everything. So this was a class for all the basic students. This was a class for whoever does not know about mathematical reasoning, whoever has not studied it. Okay, so you did not even need to have any prerequisites for this class. Okay, so this class is going to be very beneficial to you. It's for the +4 marks in your JEE mains. It's for the reasoning question of your mathematical part of your JEE mains. So don't skip this and do it. And after this class, go and practice a lot of questions on mathematical reasoning for 2 days, and then you are good to go. Just remember all the concepts, and I hope you're going to get that +4 from mathematical reasoning. So today's goal is +4 from mathematical reasoning. Okay, now we have P here, that is FFTT, not P here, that is TTFF, then Q FT FT, because here we have FFTT FT FT. Now what is P implying to Q? That means P implying to Q, F implying to F, truth, F implying to truth, truth, truth implying to F, false, it cannot be, truth implying to truth, truth. It's basically using, just like I gave you the example in the detailed way. Here we have used it as a result. Here I'm not explaining you it again. Okay, now what do we else we have, what else do we have here is not P union Q. So we have not P union Q. So T or F. So we have truth, truth or truth, we have truth. False or false, we have false. False or truth, we have truth. Okay, so it's basically saying negation of P with or of Q. Okay, now are the values same? Are the values same? Yes, the values are coming same. That means these statements are equivalent. Okay, so I am repeating it again. Ranglal is saying yes, ma'am. Okay, so I am repeating it again. Just remember this proof, and you need to, this is a very important result, and you will use this in your question. It's because if the question comes tough, it's like a basic thing, and if you are gonna start doing the proof thing, then it's gonna take a lengthy time. Okay, so for saving your time, just remember this result. It's very, very important. I tell you, it's very, very important. Okay, now Akash is saying yes. Okay, moving forward, we have another logical equivalence. So that is what I was explaining you, right? Every topic here is like a piece of puzzle. Now I told you about the negation, I told you about the union, I told you about the and. So you are seeing everything is used here. By implication, implication, everything is used here, right? So that is why I needed to explain you everything, so which whoever wasn't aware of the symbols, even they can easily understand this truth table. Now they don't have, like, there was no prerequisites needed for this class. Okay, so now what do we have here is we have P by conditional Q. So this is LHS which we have written here. Then we have P union Q intersection. So this can be divided into two parts: negation of P union Q, negation of Q union P. And then what it is given with the intersection. So basically this means and basically means intersection. This means or means basically union. Okay, we have put this in one block, we have put this in one block. Okay, and then we have seen what is the and of these two. Okay, so how you got that? P Q F F T T F T F T. Negation of P, you did T T F F. Okay, just like F T F T P. Okay, negation of P. Then here we have used negation of Q also. So just find it out. You can easily modify your table as per your convenience. Okay, then we have Q F T F T. So negation of Q will be T F T F. Okay, now LHS is saying P by conditional Q. So basically P by conditional Q. Okay, P by conditional Q. So F by conditional F. Okay, truth. Obviously both side implying false. So it's going to be truth. Then we have false implying to truth and truth implying to false. False. Okay, it cannot happen. So we have false here. Then we have truth implying to false, false implying to truth. It's a both side statement. It's false. Then we have truth implying to false. Sorry. We have truth implying to truth, and then we have truth implying to truth. So here it's a both side statement. Okay, so it's gonna be truth. That's why we have written truth there. So this has come the values, the set of values, that is P F F T. Okay, now one part, negation of P or Q. So negation of P or Q. So T or F. T, because in or statement, if one of the statement is truth, then also it will come truth. Okay, then T or F, T, T or T, T. F for F, F, because there is no T here. F for T, T here. Okay, so this is what is coming here. T or F, that's T. T or T, T. F or F, F. T or F, T. Okay, so if any of the statement is truth, then it's going to come truth. Okay. Now we have this another block that is saying negation of Q union P. Okay, so then what do we see? Negation of Q union P. We have this and this. So F or T, that's coming T. F or F, F. T or T, T. T or F, T. If any one of the statement is T, then it's going to come T. Okay. Now we have here intersection of this. So T or T and T. So it's basically and of these two. So T and T, T. P and F. In AND, both the statements have to be true for the output to be true. And then or if one of the statement is true, then also it can be true. Do you understand? AND is basically the intersection. So if both the statement is truth, then only the result is going to come truth. Okay. Okay. So now we have T and T and F and T and T. Okay, so we are done with this. Now, moving forward, now we have done the proofs, we have made some tables, we have made the equivalent statements. Now, what do we have here? We have here is the algebra of statements here. Okay, so algebra of statements, how you will draw this? Okay, so these are some laws for algebra of statements. Okay, don't worry, it's all simple and you have already known about these statements. Okay, so we have idempotent laws, commutative laws, association, distribution. So we have all these different laws, and what do we do here is, and after this I'll tell you some tricks to complete these questions, and in a very short time. It's a very, these tricks are very useful and you use it in every other question. Okay, so after this I will give you a trick page for solving the mathematical questions. Okay, so here we have the question. Here we have the laws that's saying idempotent laws. So what does it mean is, P union P is basically meaning P. Okay, so what it is saying, P union P. So obviously P union P is going to be P. And then we have P intersection P. So if something is intersecting into something only, okay, that thing is the constant thing. So obviously the answer is going to be the same thing, right? So it's about the idempotent laws, simple thing. There's no anything else used here, just a very common sense thing. Okay. Then we have commutative laws. So commutative laws. So what does it means? P or Q is equals to Q or P. These both statements are equivalent. So obviously, if F T result in, for example, we have PQ. So if P or Q here will mean, what does it come? It will come F here. And if it is Q, if it is here T, if it is here F, then also it's going to come. Then also it's going to come T here. Okay, then also it's going to come T here. So the result is same. So this is, ma'am, in second B there will be Q. Where? Where are you talking? What are you talking about, Akash? Please explain me. What were you saying? I did not understand. Okay. So here we have the commutative law. So it's basically, this is what it's explaining. Then we have P intersection P. So what does it mean is P intersection P, Q intersection P. So it's basically the symbol of and. So P and P, Q and P. It's basically Q here. Yeah. Did you mean here P and Q? Was it there? So if it is, then just comment down yes. Okay. So here we have P and Q is equivalent to Q and P. Just like we proved the or, similarly it's for the and. Okay. Yeah. I just read and I got to know that hey, there was Q. Okay. I did not come to that statement yet. Okay. So now for the association laws, it's just like the common laws, just a little common sense and you are good to go with it. Now what does it, and everything can be proved by making the truth table. So do you want me to draw the truth table? So is it really needed? You know you can do it on your own. See, truth table, it's a very simple thing and you already know this is the truth thing. So if I want to waste your time, I can draw so many truth tables for every statement. Okay. So what my job was to clear you concepts, to make you understand about the symbols, about the meanings. Now you know that this is an easy cup of cake, so I'm not gonna eat that cup of cake or make you eat that cup of cake. Just put that away and let's focus on whatever the questions are going to come, so that we can quickly solve the question for the last year JEE ones. Okay, so here we have association laws. Association law says like this: everything can be proved with the truth tables. Distributive laws Same thing, P intersection of P and Q, just open it, then we have P intersection P or Q intersection R. Okay, here there's something different. Okay, we don't have any R, so how can it be? So P intersection, so it's basically Q here and it's basically R here. Okay, so there is a mistake in this. Okay, here also we have Q and here also we have R. Okay, now what does De Morgan law says? De Morgan law is just like set. So I'll just erase it all and then I'll make you understand what does it mean. So for example, we have here A intersection B complement of that. What does it say? What does it say? It means A complement union B complement. This is the meaning, right? Similarly, we have here is not of, you can just compare it by the sets. I'll tell you in the trick page. We have not of P intersection Q and it is equivalent to not of P, then not of, and that will become or, then we have not of Q here. Okay, similarly for this another statement that is saying not of P union Q, it's coming to be not of P intersection not of Q. Okay, so this is it. You understood how we applied the De Morgan's law. It's just similar to the sets. Okay, so let's move forward. We have identities laws. These are the identities laws which is saying that what if it is tautology, and tautology, what does it mean? It means that all the output is going, see, we have somewhere T, we have somewhere F. So in tautology we have T everywhere. Okay, so if the output is coming out totally to be the T values, then that means tautology. And what is fallacy? Fallacy means that all the result is going to be false. That basically means we have the phi set. Okay, so that is what it's saying. Then we have complement laws. Complement laws basically saying, see, P intersection of P complement. So in P complement there is no value of P. So how the P intersection of complement of P is going to be, see here only this is the common sense. Okay, these are all the laws. And if negation of P, negation of P is going to be P. Common sense, you can see it in the truth table as well. We have F here, then we negated it, then we got P, then we negated it again, we got F. Okay, so this is involution law. What does it say? It says we have P, we have not P, and then we have not of P. So it's going to be same, right? Here we have T, here we have F. So not of P is going to be F, T, and then not of P is going to be T, and then it's going to be F. So isn't it same? Isn't it same? It's same, right? So this is what it is saying, and this law is named as involution law. So everything you already know. Which you don't know is that term. What is the, you know that not of P is going to be same, right? But what is a law? Like, is this a law? So yes, this is an involution law. So this is basically the meaning for explaining you all this. Okay. Now for the two statements P and Q, the statements not Q implying to not P is called the contrapositive of the statement P implying to Q. So basically, if we have P implying to Q, so the contrapositive of it, contrapositive, it basically means contradicting and making it in a positive way. So we have not of Q, which is implying to not of P. Okay, so this is basically the meaning for the contradictory, for the contrapositive law. Then we have now some questions. So here we will do it. I have drawn the truth table as well. So firstly go through the questions and then we will go through the table. Okay, so here we have P implying to Q intersection Q implying to not P is equivalent to. So what we will do is, firstly, what does this statement says? Before moving forward, let me first tell you about some quickly shortcut tricks. Okay, this is a trick you use for mathematical reasoning. Okay, so here we will talk about some tricks. Okay, so what does the trick say? So basically, follow the set theory. First trick, I already told you this is a very important result, that is saying P implying to Q is equivalent to, what is equivalent to? It's equivalent to not of P union Q. I have also shown you the proof by showing you the truth table here. Okay, this is a very important result. Then we have convert everything into sets. So whenever you don't need to learn any new thing, just see everything in the form of sets. You already know everything about sets, so it convert it into sets. So if we have P, you can consider it as P. If we have Q, you can consider it as Q. Then we have this OR operator. You can consider it as union. Then we have this operator, okay, that is saying and, so that can be considered as intersection here. Okay, then you have another thing, third thing, that is saying De Morgan's law. So whenever you have to apply De Morgan's law, you can just consider the De Morgan's law in sets. It's similarly like that. Then you have another thing that says tautology. These are some basic terms. Tautology, it means the output is going to be truth here. Okay, and for the fallacy, the output is going to be F here, and it's going to be the phi result. Okay, and it's going to be the universal result. Okay, so this is what it means. Akash is saying not of P. So these are the tricks. Okay, these are the tricks. Just make a note, just take a screenshot of this trick page. Okay, it's very useful whenever you see any question, mathematical reasoning. Just visualize this page and you will be able to solve this question in a very quick way. Okay, now we have this question that's saying P is implying to Q and Q is implying to negation of P. So what you will do is you will first take the value of P, then take the value of Q, then negation of P is given, so you will draw P, then you have Q, then you have negation of P, then you have P implying to Q, then you have Q implying to not of P. Okay, and then you will just put an intersection of this and you will draw the another column. Okay, see how it is drawn. Same thing, P, Q drawn, negation of P drawn, P implying to Q drawn, Q implying to not of P drawn, and this was asked. So what is coming out? It's coming out FFTT. Now see which values are matching with exactly the same type. Okay, FFTT, FFTT, FFTT. So what is it coming? It's coming to be equal to not of P. So what does it is equivalent to? It's equivalent to negation of P, right? Yeah, I just understood you were telling the answer. Akash, you are being so attentive. It's very appreciable. Like, okay, yeah. And the answer is right, negation of P. See, it's such a, and I'll tell you what, this is the last year question. This is the last year question. I guess from the year 2020. Okay, so this is a trick page. Don't confuse it with the solution. What was asked was, it was asked that what is equivalent to this. So you just solved it by drawing the truth table, and then you just observe that which values are coming exactly like that, and then you got the answer. All you need to be is foolproof here. You cannot afford any mistake, any confusion between the values. Okay, so draw a neat table, don't do a hush push here. Okay, so draw a neat table and get your values very easily. Okay, +4, like, just don't miss that +4 with some stupid mistakes. Okay, leave that to the difficult chapters, to the difficult questions, because some questions come which you cannot solve at that time. It's okay, but for the easy ones you cannot do that. Okay, so now moving forward, we have this, the expression not of P implying to Q is logically equivalent to. So these are the options that is given, A, B, C, D. So how you will draw? We have already the solution here. Okay, so what we will do here, we have P here, Okay, let me draw it on my own, and then I'll show you the solution. Then you can draw knot of P, then you can draw knot of P implying to Q, then you can draw knot of P implying to Q. So here we will draw T, T, F, F, then we have F, T, F, T, knot of P is coming to be F, F, T, T. Okay, then you have knot of P implying to Q. That means this is implying to Q. So F implying to F, T. Then we have F implying to T. That means it's F. Then T. Then we have T implying to T. That means we have here is T here. Okay. And what does this is saying? It's saying basically it should be here. It will be easily ordered here. F, T, F, T. Then we have F, F, T, T. Okay. So F implying to F, it's true. Okay. Just like here we have seen, we have F implying to F. It's F implying to F, it's truth here. Truth implying to truth, it's truth here. And F implying to truth here, it's truth here. So whatever it is implying to, it's going to be the answer. And then we have truth implying to false, that is going to be false because truth cannot implying to false. And if it is implying, then F is the answer. Okay. So what do we have done here? We have F implying to F, that is saying truth here. Then we have truth implying to false. Truth implying to false, so it is implying to false. So okay. Then we have false implying to truth. So okay, truth. Then we have truth implying to truth. That means we have truth here. Okay. So now here we have not. So negation of this statement. So negation of this statement will be F, T, F, F. So what it is coming equal? What it is coming equal to? It's coming equal to. It's coming equal to this. Okay, it's not actually just one value p, q, not of v. We have to check out of these four options. Okay, so we have to check out of these four options. Now what you need to do is you need to understand not of p intersection not of q, p intersection not of q. So which value satisfying this set of values? Okay, so that is going to be the answer. So what is going to be the answer? Let's see. If you Suraj Pandey is saying option A, Akash is saying option A. Okay, so seems like option A is the right answer. So how you got this? You got this by just firstly solving this question. Okay, so we have not of P is implying to. Okay, so how we did it? It's basically what we see, not of P, and then we have not of Q. So if we draw here not of Q, so what you get? T, F, T, F. Okay, not saying and of this. So what it is going to come? It's going to come the and of this. Okay, the and of these statements. So it's going to come F and T. It's going to come F, F and F. It's going to come F. Oh, sorry, it's coming out to be F and T. That is coming out to be F, and then we have T and T. That is coming out to be negation of t, and then t and t, it's going to come t, and then f and t, it's going to come f. Okay, okay, so here we have 3f and 1t, so that means a option is going to be correct answer. Okay, now moving forward to the first question from which we started this session. Okay, so from, yes, Akash is saying by d could be done by using set formula. Yes, it could be done by set formula, but I already told you that what were the tricks that can be used. You can use the set formula, you can use the De Morgan's formula. Okay, but to make you visualize the values for the other persons who don't know the thing, we have to draw the truth table firstly, and after that when you will get that command, then you can draw the truth table. Even I don't have any practice of drawing the truth tables, to be honest, right? Because we can solve the things now. We have gone through that phase, so now we know that yes, we can easily apply that rule and we can get the answer, right? But right now, because this is the basic class, you need to firstly draw the truth table so that you can visualize the statements. Okay, so for that practice I have made you draw the truth tables. Okay, it gets a little confusing, but yes, De Morgan's law, it can be done very easily. Okay, So this was basically asked in the first statement, that was root 5 is an integer or 5 is irrationalist. Okay, so basically these were the two statements, and it was asked that which is the correct option out of these two. So that was coming out to be. So what we did was, I just made you believe that yes, by the De Morgan's law, exactly, here I did not use any truth table because I did not explain you any truth table there. So by the De Morgan's law, you know that not of P union Q is going to be equal to not of P intersection not of Q. Okay, so exactly just like that, you got the value of it, you got the value for that. And that is it for today, guys. So this was the session, and I hope you enjoyed it. So now you're good to go with the mathematical reasoning concepts. Everything is clear. You know the statement's meaning. I have explained you by the explanations. I've explained you the laws. So now for more further information, you can get access to our course which has 90 plus classes. So in that, we will continue it in a more detailed way. So some complex questions will be get added to this. Okay. So we have all this convenient educational platform, and all the syllabus is designed by the experts. Now whoever is watching, just like the video right now, guys, because it just motivates to make more and more videos. So like the video and subscribe the channel, and do comment on my videos. Okay, so now we have this 90 plus classes. Suraj Pandey saying thanks Suraj for watching the video. Thank you everyone for watching the video. So like the video and then only go. Okay, now for anyone who needs to know about a course, we have this amazing convenient platform. By studying, online mode has been so convenient nowadays, and we have following this flip classroom method. We have this doubt solving. We'll be joining classes on daily basis because this seems to be fun. Yes, actually you can follow maths, chem, and you know physics. Okay, both all the three subjects, and then you can enjoy it. Okay, so for any further updates, you can get on the website. Also, you can check on the courses, and if you want to get some code for the discount, just wait. In 2 minutes, I'll make you aware about a code which will make your discount from thousands to hundreds. Okay, so we have this doubt solving practice. In the live classes also, I pay attention to your comments. I look forward at whichever student is facing any problem. Okay, now flip classroom method, what we follow in our courses, firstly we give you the PDF material, we give you the theory. Okay, it's like whatever you are going to study in the webinar, then we provide you the webinar. Okay, then you have been given the homework, that is the test PDF. So which else, for example, you have mathematical reason as a subject. Now I will give you after this webinar 10 questions, and then you will try to do that on your own. And after that, you can watch the video, you can watch the homework, you can watch this hint video. In that video, we will provide you some hint of the questions, and then you can solve the questions again if you are facing any difficulties. Okay, this is the flip classroom method which we follow. Okay, now because every student is not the same, we have three different plans: light, smart, proficient. So my basically preference is to smart plan because it has this mock test, this has this live doubt solving practice, 1-into-1 mentorship. Okay, and it will give you all the materials. Light, the drawback is that we don't have this mock test here. Okay, that is why I didn't prefer this light. And proficient is for the one who has already covered the course, and they also need some additional factors. Okay, you can go with the proficient plan if you like it. Okay, otherwise the smart plan is the best plan. Okay, it's also economical. Now moving ahead, you have this amazing discount. So basically our course is about 3,300 rupees. Okay, but right now we are just getting started, and we have this amazing coupon code which will make your 3,300 to 300. What do you need to do is just apply the code JEEMAT30. Okay, without any space, JEEMAT30, and you can get this amazing discount. Okay, you can check the course on Altedemy online. Also, if you have any issues, you can put the issue in the Telegram group, and you can just tag me at the rate Krishvi, and you can just let me ask that yes, this is a course I want to buy, and please look forward. So I will forward your issues there, so you can ask me anything in the group. Okay, now this was it about it today. So now for everyone who has been there, who has hand in there yet, this is the price for you all. So you have this amazing coupon code, you can apply it and get an amazing discount. Okay, now this was it for today's session. Now see you in the next session, and keep on watching the videos, keep on studying, and be consistent, guys. This is your time. Give your best to get the best results. Okay. So my good wishes to you and take care of yourself as well as your family. Bye bye. Also like the video. Like कर दो यार.